lazy vlog from bed now. Gosh, that was such a good idea. I'm glad I thought of that. Okay, so what do we talk about today? I haven't even really thought of a single thing to talk about. I'm gonna have to pause this and actually come up with something. I've got it. Okay. What I want to talk about is something that I was talking about on a conference call tonight. And it's basically how you should surround yourself with positive people. If you have goals, which you should have, everyone should have goals for themselves and something to work towards. They'll give you purpose. But if you have goals and you're surrounded by people who are constantly like telling you you're not going to make it, then it's going to become a reality for you. You've got to start surrounding yourself with people, or at least be able to disregard those people. Walk away from them, whatever. Because if you have dreams and goals, you shouldn't limit yourself. I don't know if you remember that spam email that used to go around. Blessed are the jumping frogs. It's basically a story about these two frogs, and they fall into a hole, and they're jumping and jumping and trying to get out, but the hole is really deep. So all their little frog buddies, they're yelling down the hole. They're like, it's too deep, give up, you're never gonna make it, it's too deep, it's too far. And time goes on, they're still jumping. Eventually one of the frogs gives up and he dies. Second frog keeps jumping and jumping and jumping. And they're still yelling down, you're never gonna do it, look at the other guy, he's dead, blah, blah, blah. Eventually the frog makes it out. And they're like, why didn't you listen to us? And he goes, sorry, I can't hear you, I'm deaf. So basically, moral of the story, if somebody's gonna tell you you can't do something or that you're not worth something, be deaf to them, because you're the only one who can determine that. You're the only one who can decide if you're gonna be great or if you're not going to make it. So definitely ditch the people that are just dragging you down. You don't want to be around people that are dragging you down. So note to whoever's watching, if you like me and want me around, don't drag me down, okay? Because I might ditch you. That being said, one of my jobs, the one that I want to be my real career, that's a big one. That's one that if people are going to be negative about it, Jose is very positive and supportive about it. Right, Jose? It's because I spent a stupid amount of money on your food today, right? Right, but to be encouraging and everything, that's a big, important deal for me, because this is very important to me and it's going to be my life, so that's a big deal. So, and coolest part ever, one of the things we have to do is make a vision board, which a lot of people laugh at, but guess what? Made a vision board like 3-4 days ago, and 2 things are already happening on it. Number 1, have more money. Government just gave me a check for $420. Okay? It works. And that's like out of nowhere. I don't know anyone else who got a check like that. Second thing is, I needed a reliable car. I'm getting a car. Not even really paying for it. Someone's gonna let me use their car for months at a time. And then Jose is gonna come stand in front of my face again. Jose, okay, hold on, I'm making the cake. Just give me a sec. Hold on. There you go. Cake made. Oh. You'd think this was routine or something. So anyway, vision board already happening. Freaking love it. And all I gotta say is, if any of you are actual doubters for stuff like this, you be right and I'll be rich, okay? It's my favorite saying. You be right, I'll be rich. Bottom line is, this thing makes me happy, and that's all that really matters. And that's all that matters to Jose. You'd think he was part lawnmower. Anyway, so I would suggest in your life to just come up with your own little vision board. It can be whatever you want. You don't have to go all crazy if you don't want to, but just something that you look at every day that reminds you that you're working towards something. Because when you have purpose, it just brings everything together, you know? You stop procrastinating, you actually kind of get things done, you just feel better, honestly. And when you start getting rid of all these negative people in your life too, you just feel so much better, honestly. You like every part of you is more positive, and when you're more positive, you're drawing in more positive things, and that's why those goals and that lifestyle kind of comes into play, because you're drawing it to you. It makes a huge difference. So you gotta really focus on bringing in all the things that are going to make you happy. Focus on the things that make you happy. Anything like that, like a memory of something you've accomplished is a big one. Something that you overcame. If you had like a big experience in your life, like my huge thumb injury, it was such a weird, bizarre experience, but it's one that I can say I've gone through and I've overcome, because it was a long year of physiotherapy for my right hand, and I'm right-handed, so you can't even imagine what it's like not being able to use your thumb. I relearned how to write. I'm still relearning how to write. So that for me is a big deal, you know, like for me to have gone through that and stuff, it feels like I could do a lot. So it really helps for any kind of goals you're setting. You just got to know you can do it, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. So if you want a positive person in your life, you know you can count on me to be that person, okay? I will encourage you, because I believe anyone can achieve whatever they want. And I've seen it happen, so can't deny what you see. Anyway, I don't know how this became a pep talk. Turns out when I have nothing to say, things get all flowery. Anyway, you have a great evening, and maybe I'll eventually post this. Yay! Oh, life. So funny. Alright, well, thanks for climbing into bed with me. I will not see you, and you'll see me later. Okay? Good night. Bye-bye.